the Eagles and the Raiders, and it comes your way next.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Throwing on first down. Berger. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On third down, Berger. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it down the right sideline. Says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season. So
good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. The Eagles at 11-3 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 3. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Back to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Berger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd down now, Clinton. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 1st and 10, Berger. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Back to throw. Berger. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he stopped immediately there. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Second and 5. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Berger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, Clinton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they come up now, second and goal. Caught on a slant. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one. And the 13-year man puts it through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Number 2, a gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Raiders have got him. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Back to throw. Berger. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Berger. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Berger. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Berger. And that is incomplete. Now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
A try here for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Berger. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on 3rd down. Berger. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start in the NFC with an intriguing one at AT&T Stadium. New Orleans paying a visit to Dallas. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. The Cowboys trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Berger.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Berger.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And out now come the Eagles.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Look at those stick skills. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, Berger. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive, Berger.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Berger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're going to try and throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Berger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that was a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this offense on 3rd down today, pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, they'll run it here. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And he will take this one in for the Eagle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They're holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Berger. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Lashley. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
And he's got it to about the 40.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 127 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to 1st and goal.
Football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7th. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
On first down, Berger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. To throw on 2nd down, Berger.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Berger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at about the 28. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.